let bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadidi. He only 2 times in the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm about it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie.
You know, she's trying to give me the money to do that thing. Huh?
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game.
What? Man, everything be like 200 a piece.
Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking,
I need 2 lights. 2 lights.
Hey coach.
Willie said get 2. A light by 2 something, another light 2 something, and there's these little jets that, you know, blow the stuff. Need 2 of those. They like 180 a piece. Yeah, like on the side. Yeah. One on this side. One on this side. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Oh. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. How'd you do it slow?
Sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Big Shirley. So, but that window, that sun. You don't want the sun again. Algae. Just that window, huh? Just the window.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
Just that one.
Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Y'all ain't never splat these boys up like this. Oh.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
How you gonna stop me?
Ready? They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
My bad, cuz.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they come up on 2nd and 12.
Yeah. I heard my bad.
Off play action. Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. Throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll give this up the middle to Portis. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you got a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Moss. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down and force a 4th down.
Williams throwing on 4th down. Man open, it's Moss complete. Touchdown.
They got legends, Doug Williams.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
Bye-bye.
Makes the score 7-0.
What defense you was just in?
Now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, watch my defense.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be
you know about these boys?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively.
You know who that is?
Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
No, Warwick. Like, you know, protection.
Now on 2nd and 13. Vic.
No.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Charles already trailing that touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go in and march because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to go 3 outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a for a little while. Let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I love when you punt. Hello.
And utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, you got Dion, right?
Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Hey.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams. Over the middle, it's complete.
Huh?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
About the same time. It's a deep. And that tub is 6 foot, ain't it?
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Williams. And he finds McLaurin. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complementary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
They kill so you
that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So you're getting beat by everybody at the house watching.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found.
Nah, I'd be letting him stay.
2nd and 10. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
I wish you stopped running, though.
It's done. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded like a launcher. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the front of the top.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That throw by Vick incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion.
They want me to zip you, cuz.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Oh, hey.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
He'll go right back to the ground with Portis, and he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield.
Why did they try me?
And forced the incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Williams. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Why those uniforms so raw, bro?
41 now for 1st and 10. An inside give. Here's Portis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun.
Let's go, Tanner.
Inside the 35. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Santana Moss. They hungry though.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Williams. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off play action. Williams looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Oh, my God. Who is this one?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one.
I would try to click on my safety, but you caught me on him, and I just ran back.
He and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Yeah, I would try to get on my safety.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Ooh,
and it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The throw on second down.
Bro, he was 0 for 6, cuz.
6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense was pretty good early. He's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them bigger than what they actually are.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Bro, you can't do that.
Vic readies to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Up the middle they go. Done. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half.
Can you say Sean Taylor?
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I can't click on my people.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vic.
Bro, I couldn't click on my person, bro. Bro, they just butt me, bro.
With his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Able to connect.
Bro, I couldn't switch my people. I don't even know who had me on.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
I was on a corner. Then when you said height, I just clicked on the D-line.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Right, just for that, I'm going to put up 60.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Where that big nigga get on my nerves, dog.
Hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
You got poise, cuz.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
This is going to be a dot, too.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They gave you that touchdown, got me kind of hot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
I couldn't switch on nobody, bro.
Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, you need to fix
that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Williams throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down. So from the 17 now.
You don't like Doug Williams?
Looking to throw. Williams. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
Probably my pants pocket.
Looks like they're ready to go.
Williams now looking to throw on second down. Drops this one off to Portis. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I think I knew it.
And that hits off the left upright, and it carries away no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Vic goes play action. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Vick. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've certainly played up to the top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now rock solid because of their efforts, and they're still a quarter to go.
Don't blame Matt.
On 3rd down, Vick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Good throw.
55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, Williams. And that one complete downfield to Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Somebody just told me I'm struggling.
Back to throw.
I
Williams. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it. Precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Them boys are sitting in them zones, boy.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
No. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
It's a team that just threw that interception. They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
You know that was Sean Taylor, right? So you ran from Taylor.
2nd and 6. Now here's Vick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So they run the option here on
That's
1st and 10.
touchdown.
And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Hey, did you see who I put in
At
the
this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
So we running dual quarterbacks, bro.
Extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
I'm going to hit you so hard, bro. I can
About
see
set
it
to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
That boy routed me.
He finds his man complete. It's done. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll send Beckham in motion right. They'll run on first down. Done. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second and 11 now. Vick. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been
he's trying to kick off the ball.
The second half, no points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion.
Bottom goal.
That they forced in this runaway contest.
The Falcons on third down. They only converted once in 4 tries. This is third and 11. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side.
They're doing to call you, babe.
Desperation time. Vick on fourth down. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got room past the 30, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off play action. Williams. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
The sideline here is caught, but they're incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Williams' throw taken in by Moss. But he is out of bounds.
The play inside?
He's inside the 30. Back to throw again.
Why he did that, man?
3rd time thus far. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes.
See how that works?
And give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders.
That's what you say, slow?
Landry.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer.
Hey, you just pass interference me, cuz.
4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take
over
once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And Vick's throw there, incomplete. And we've talked about it.
So you got 4 completions and 4 interceptions.
Struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they're going to catch the ball.
You know who that is, right?
Now they face a 5-10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Vick. And my goodness, another interception. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Slide for the PAT.
Yes.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through.
Yeah,
to
I
extend
told
the
Ken
lead.
about that. I don't do the low one. I do the high one, though.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will.
If you
send
underneath
this one
me,
away.
if you high pass, you ain't getting the ball.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40.
I was waiting for a hitter to come and bash your head.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach.
That was a dot.
I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
That was a dot.
I think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This then uses motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
That was a good play call.
It's a play fake. Now Vick.
No.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
You need an X factor? Oh.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of
the
end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet an
high pass, high pass,
interception.
High pass, high pass, high pass, high pass, high pass.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Vick to throw it. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones with career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
I think I put Holy to 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What? No. Okay.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
He must be your fast.
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That one looks like he'll throw here. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. With that last completion, he's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge the secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in time,
it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they try to take their shot right there, but
they're playing too high safety.
And it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
One last shot for Michael Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover.
Oh, Sean Taylor.
But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Washington,
the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's a loss that could wind up.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I can't on my own. Get my way up, get my go, if I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I can't